Hey guys, it's your boy Squirrel. Welcome back to Superhero Talk. Today's three movies are Black Adam, Blue Beetle, and Plastic Man. They were requested by Brian Emery. Thank you, Brian. Now, let's get into this video. Number 1. Black Adam. I found all we know about this movie in two articles right here. You can find the full ones in the description down below. Now, let me make it quick for y'all. Basically, Black Adam was supposed to be the villain for Shazam, but the developer thought that both characters were so special that both of them deserved their own movie before encountering each other. Dwayne Johnson is the actor of Black Adam in this movie. Black Adam is dealing with the pain of losing his family, and it's a dark story according to a Q&A made by Dwayne Johnson. Black Adam's backstory is long, but it's worth it to hear. Remember that old wizard that gave Shazam his powers? Well, a young champion from ancient times in Egypt tried to impress the wizard so he can inherit his powers. But Adam's powers were not given by the wizard because before that, his daughter Blaze made a deal with the god Set. So he inherited the powers of 6 Egyptian gods: Shu, Hero, Amon, Zehuti, Eton, and Mihen. I don't know if I spelled them wrong, but correct me in the comment section, please. And that drove him away from his family, and while he was away, a mad priest, Achton, killed Adam's family. The priest was powered by the Orb of Ra, so he couldn't apprehend him. Therefore, he stood alongside the wizard and served as Egypt's champion. Adam's home was destroyed by the priest using the Orb of Ra. But Adam continued to serve Ramses' court, and he aligned himself with Prince Pufu, also known in the future as Hawkman. And then he met 3 time travelers from the future: Hawkgirl, Shazam, and Mr. Terrific. There's more to this story if you want. It's very entertaining, so you can find it in the description. Now let's move on to the hopes for this movie. The reason why I started telling that part of the backstory is because of Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific. Not for Shazam, cause he got his own movie and it's not a time for an encounter yet. With that said, I want to see other DC characters, mostly magic users like Zatanna, or even Constantine, or ancient heroes like Hawkman and Hawkgirl, or time travelers too. And after playing DC Universe Online, by the way, check it out, I was on a mission to stop Felix Faust from stealing souls and fooling Black Adam into believing that he could revive his love Isis. And there was a flashback of Black Adam's past after finishing the mission. He talked about how Isis changed his life and how he lost her. So why not bring a part of that story in this movie? Number 2. Plastic Man. All I know about this movie I found in this article right here. As always, you may read the full one in the description. Basically, he's a crook that turned into a good guy. He was a part of a gang, and during a heist he got shot. And it was dosed with chemical liquids, so the gang left him behind, and then he woke up. He realized he had shape-shifting powers and stretching too. Thanks to that, he became a police officer. He was a member of the Justice League at some point, and he even had his own series once. And that's the only thing we know yet about this stretchy man. Now, for hopes, I actually want to see the exact same comics backstory done to this movie. It's original and it would be entertaining. I would like to see other heroes fighting alongside him, maybe even Batman. Because at an old Batman series, these two heroes fought crime a lot together. And I want to see one of the founding Justice League members approach him and invite him to join the Justice League. That will be amazing. Number 3, and finally Blue Beetle. Like the last one, all we know about this movie is in this article right here. Click the link in the description to read all details about it, but I'ma make it simple for y'all. Basically, Blue Beetle is the legacy name of several superheroes with different abilities. For example, original Blue Beetle, Dan Garrett, an archaeologist who later on discovered that the Blue Beetle scarab can be used to fight crime, and his successor, Tom Cord, using martial arts and gadgetry when he couldn't unlock the Scarab's power, eventually becomes a Justice League member, and then after him the teenage young Blue Beetle, Jamie Reyes, who uses the Scarab to construct an exoskeleton, which makes the Scarab like an armor. So basically the Scarab, aka the source of the Blue Beetle's powers, was passed on onto three people who named themselves the Blue Beetle. But this movie is about the young Blue Beetle, Jamie Reyes. And this teenage hero was a high schooler living with his family. The second Beetle, Ted, was no longer a superhero and he lost the Scarab. And in the way home, Jamie found the Scarab where he curiously took with him home. Then after a time, the Scarab came alive where it got stuck on Jamie's back. And that's how he got his powers. More of the story can be found at the link in the description down below if you want to read the full story. Now for hopes. I also want to see this backstory imported into a live action movie, but this time I want them to start off by giving the Scarab to the first Beetle, Dan, then Ted, and then Jamie comes in. I don't want them just to start off with Jamie because that would be too simple of a concept. It would be awesome if other heroes show up in this movie, like Batman. I know, I spoke of him in the last movie, but he fought alongside everyone, okay? So maybe add him for a bit, or not. I could live with that. But make a side character as well in this movie. And then maybe at the end a founding member of the Justice League will also recruit this young boy. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then smash that like button and that subscribe button. As always, you get to pick the next 3 movies that I will talk about. Now, here, choose one of these. And goodbye!
We put our trust in things of this material world.